Yo, what's good? Welcome back to Next Gen Amolytics. Today I'll be recapping week 11 of the NFL. I'll give you guys my analysis of the spots that I put out on this week. Starting out here, I had Drake London had both his receptions and his receiving yards on this week. He ended up with 7 receptions for 119 yards with a long of 41, 9 targets in this game. Started off hot, had 2 receptions for 71 yards in the first quarter, so covered the floor quick. Had 5 receptions for 108 by halftime, and then only 2 receptions for 11 yards in the second half. I believe he got injured in the second half, though, in which that he went out. I'm almost certain he did, but nonetheless, Carolina had no one to stop him. And as I mentioned, I only trust Penix to get him the ball at home. On the road, I don't trust him. And he went out with an injury himself, and then Cousins came in and did horrible, as he always does. So if Penix is out and I don't know if they're at home or on the road next week, I'm staying away from them. They always find a way to lose. They almost remind me of the Browns. In my couple years of living here, they lose exactly how the Browns lose. They're winning this entire game and then allow Carolina to come back and win it in overtime. So the only difference between the two is that Atlanta went to a Super Bowl a few years back. However, they allowed the Patriots to come back in that game too. I'm not sure if they have a Super Bowl win or not, but that'd probably be the only difference I could think of between them and the Browns. And then next up here, I had Trey McBride, his receptions on this week. He ended up with 10 receptions for 115 yards, had a TD, and then on 11 targets there. Great game by him. The script worked out in our favor here. Arizona was down for the most part of this game. So they had to just keep throwing. And Brissett threw 57 times in this game. However, he completed 47. So that's a decent game by him. 452 yards, too. Only thing that brings down his performance is the 2 interceptions that he had. However, that 47 for 57 is real good. So San Fran, I'm going to be attacking moving forward. Given that they can't get pressure, he took 0 sacks in this game, too. Yeah, definitely going to be attacking San Fran. But nonetheless, McBride gets it done again. Someone that I like attacking if Brissett's starting. If Kyler Murray comes back, I'm cool. I'm fading. I believe he's on the IR. So he has at least 2 to 3 weeks left on IR before he has a chance to come back. And then lastly, here at Puka's receptions against the Seattle Seahawks. He ended up with 7 receptions for 75 yards on 8 targets. Kind of scared me at halftime. He only had 1 target and 1 reception. And then the second half, they started to get it to him. They were in a positive game script, too. They were winning 14-9 at halftime. So it was a positive, somewhat neutral game script for them. So I didn't know how much they were going to pass in the second half. But he pulled it out for us against the Seattle defense, who's really tough. Only person outside of Puka that had more than 1 reception was Kobe Parkinson, who I believe is a tight end for the Rams there. So he came through here for us. Not necessarily a good game by Stafford, 15 for 28, 130 yards. However, he did have 2 passing TDs. So you have that. But 21-19 for the Rams in this game. Great game by both teams. That is my recap on week 11. We swept the slate, covering both the floor and the ceiling for all our player props. So great week. If you like these videos, please like and subscribe. I also will be dropping my Discord link in the description below. Check that out if you want to join a community of people who love to talk sports. Have a good night.